How's it going? January 14th, 2018. Just got out of the Stalker convention and met Jeffery Dean Morgan Sunday. Took all day. I'll tell you what an experience it was. I went there Saturday with the VIP pass, and his line was capped every single time. You know, there was like a horde of people just in front of the entrance to his line, and they're waiting to get let into his line. So Saturday I didn't get the chance to do it. Sunday I went, and I wasn't gonna go Sunday, even though I got a VIP pass for the weekend. I had to work Sunday, and I was like, you know what? I don't know if I want to come all the way back to Portland from Salem to go to Stalker again for one person. Maybe I'll get him next year. You know what? I'm glad that I went and did it. It was the greatest celebrity meeting experience I've ever had. Met 3 new great friends in line. Literally probably took 7-8 hours for this whole time to even get his autograph. And, you know, I get there because VIP, you get in at 9 a.m. instead of 10:30 for general admission. I probably got there about 10, maybe just right before 10. And I made it to his line. You know, with VIP, you had to cut off the general admission people, but they don't get let in until 10:30. So I'm waiting in line, you know, hour and a half goes by. It's fucking 11:30. Not 11:30, about noon. Something like that. And they fucking give us tickets, blue tickets, because he has to take off to do photo ops. And God forbid, I'm like, fuck, you know, like I had photo ops that I had paid for from Saturday. I'd paid for photo ops with him at 12:30. So, you know, I had probably a good hour to kill, 45 minutes or so. So I'm walking around, checked out some things, got some nasty ass fucking pizza because their food sucks at the Oregon Convention Center. But whatever, you know, it fills your stomach up. You know, I'd go do the photo ops, you know, and I'm waiting in line. Fucking got, you know, there's A, B, C, and D group for NEEGAN's photos, so you're waiting in a line for each one. They're limited to how many photos you do, the professional photos. And I'm in group D. And fucking, you know, I ended up getting in the general admission line for Group D, which it didn't really matter because the VIP Group D, it only took like 15 minutes. But I was probably waiting over there about a good 2 hours, from like 11:30 till 2 something. And fucking, you know, I got the photo with him, whatnot. And the photo was probably one of the best ones. It was better than Norman Reedus. It was better than the one with Rosita from Walking Dead. It turned out perfect. But, you know, it was a lot of wait time. They were saying that they were a half hour behind. Ended up turning into probably an hour and a half behind. Because, like, he took a break, said it was going to be 5-10 minutes. It wasn't 5-10 minutes. It took a half hour, 40 minutes. You know, so he took the photo. Went back to the autograph line. We had these blue little tickets, kind of like the ones you get for a raffle. You know, they come on a big-ass roll. And I'm like number, you know, it has like 6 numbers. The last 3 are like 503. Go figure. You know, and that's, you know, I get to the line, and, of course, it's like, now we're a little bit scooted back to the back of the line. You know, I get over there probably about 2 o'clock. Didn't leave his fucking line until like 4:30, close to 5 o'clock. I finally get to the front of the line. Another like 3 hours of waiting. Like, it was at least 6 hours just in his line waiting for his autograph. Waiting for his autograph, folks. And I was gonna autograph the NEEGAN figure right here. He just signed his name, put NEEGAN on it. I actually got it authenticity right there. You know, if I were to ever, you know, get rid of it in the future, which I don't want to because I love the show, but there's going to be a point in life where I will have to. And It's $80 for a goddamn autograph. The professional photo earlier that I took was $100. And so here's the professional photo I got with him. Turned out fucking awesome. He says, to Brad, my best brother, and Jeffery Dean Morgan, dope pick. He put exclamation point, exclamation point. And I only paid $80 for both autographs, which technically you're supposed to $80 for one. You know, and I kind of slipped it down there next to the figure. And, you know, we got in a conversation. He's wearing a Seattle Seahawks lanyard. And, I was like, wow, my favorite goddamn NFL team. I first asked him, I'm like, so what do you think about the Seattle Seahawks? You know, like, kicker situation. We got rid of Blair Walsh. We didn't make the playoffs. And, you know, he starts talking about how we got rid of our offensive coordinator, blah, blah, blah. And we got rid of, you know, some other fucking key fucking coaches on the team. I'm like, you know, I told him eventually it's going to come down to putting the blame on Pete Carroll. They're going to get rid of the coach, so forth, you know, and fucking good conversation. I mean, the reason why he took so goddamn long getting through his line, because he spends almost 5 minutes on each person. Best experience I've had meeting a celebrity ever. You know, but only VIP got through his line. It was like a select maybe, I don't know, maybe 150. That's what it seemed like. Don't quote me on the number. So we're talking about Seahawks, you know, high-fiving this and that. You know, and I told him and he starts talking to me about how he lived in Seattle. He moved out of there in '88, and then his kids are always trying to visit him, or his kid is trying to visit him all the time, where he moved to, you know, on the East Coast. And you know, he loves this area. He loves Portland. The food's great, he told me. And for fuck's sakes, he said he had a daughter on the way. I didn't know that. He has a daughter, and she could be due any minute at this point. And I was just like, man, this is crazy. We're talking, you know, he ends up signing both of them, which most of the time they would not do that. And gets to the point, you know, I like how he signed it in red on Sharpie on that one and black on that one. Gets to the point, and he's like, you know, I told him, I was like, you know, fuck, I've been here all day waiting for your autograph to meet you. But I'm like, but it was worth it. It was worth it to meet you. He's like, you know, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. He's like, thank you, and I'm sorry about the wait. He apologized. I wish I could go faster, he said. Genuine fucking dude. Might be the most ruthless fucking villain ever on Walking Dead, but the nicest guy to meet. He ended up giving me a hug. Super nice. I met 3 other new fucking friends. Walker, Stalker. This was such a great experience. Like, unbelievable. You don't even understand. You have to meet the dude to fucking get the full effect of, like, how it is to meet, like, the greatest fucking guy on Walking Dead. If you haven't seen the show, or if you haven't seen any of Jeffery Dean Morgan's, like, movies or other shows, like, you need to check it out, because one of the greatest actors, and definitely a great person. Once you meet him, he takes the time and he does not rush through his line, even compared to Norman Reedus or, you know, Carl, especially like Rosita and them. They're kind of a little on the rude side. The only other person that I seen was pretty, like, super nice, close to him, T-Dog from Walking Dead. Fucking super great guy to meet in person. And then, you know, Shane, John Berthnell. Like, that guy's fucking chill. He'll actually spend some time with you, talk to you. He's got his new show called The Punisher. Anyways, Walking Dead, the best fucking show. Walker Stalker 2018 turned out to be the best. Only planned for one day, regardless of paid for the whole weekend or not. I was only going to come up one day. Turned out to be worth it to come both days. Fucking, you know, have a blessed day. Can't wait till next year.